Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And before I get started on the topic at hand, I would like to say, number one, man, my heart goes out to the victims of the Gilroy Garlic Festival shooting. I mean, that's only maybe 30 minutes from where I live. And in California terms, 30 minutes away is not that far. You hop on Highway 101, barring any traffic, and you're there in no time. In California, we don't have, very good public transportation, subways. You can't get everywhere you need to go using public transportation in California. You can, but if you start getting a little far, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So, in some places like where I live, you got to drive. And, I grew up going to the Garlic Festival. I've been there before with my wife. I mean, it's just, where we live in this part of California, we're the salad bowl of the world. There's Gilroy is the garlic capital, Castroville is the artichoke capital, Watsonville is the strawberry capital. Every time you sit down and have a salad, it came from right here. So all these festivals is just part of growing up around here. And it's just, it's awful. You go to have a good time with your family, get some cotton candy and shit, and stuff like this happens. And my wife and I, not to make it about me, but my wife and I were going to go. She had the tickets in her little Groupon thing, and we were going to go. We couldn't find childcare, so we couldn't. And not to say, geez, God forbid anything like that would have happened to us when we were there, but just experiencing that, the fear, the chaos, the sounds of those guns going off, not knowing if they're near you. It's just fucking crazy. And I'm glad Gilroy PD killed him. They were right there within a minute. They had that fool dead, right where he should be. Because some people are evil. There's good and there's evil. Some people are evil. They need to be destroyed. They need to be put down like a rabid dog. But today, all of my proceeds, all the money I make from Teespring, we're donating to the GoFundMes, the accounts they have set up to pay for the funeral services for these people, because who thinks that they're going to have to bury their children? That is the worst thing life can visit upon you, period. To have your children taken from you. And there's 3 families dealing with that. So we just want to do our small part. Everything I make today will go to the families of those victims. Now to the topic at hand. So last night, round 2, part 1 of the Democrat clown show. I got a funny meme that my boy Danny sent me. I'm gonna put that shit up on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. It's a clip from The Simpsons, and they open a car door, I think it's Krusty or some shit, and all these clowns just keep fucking coming out. And that's what we're dealing with, man. Who are these nobodies? There's some dude on there named Hickenlooper. What? That sounds like a disease that had been eradicated from America. Sorry, man, you got Hickenlooper. Like, what the fuck is that? Amy something? That crazy ass Marianne Williamson Miss Prayer Apology? Man, who are these people? Because after Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Bernie Sanders, after that, the points just drop. You talk about a nosedive, it's a waste of time. These people aren't going anywhere. They are nobodies, they are nothing in the political landscape, and it's wasting our time. But it is giving us great entertainment. My goodness. So, of course, same as the first debate. Healthcare for everybody, open borders, but one of the differences was this time it was only Bernie Sanders and Joe Johannes were the only 2 spouting the super crazy shit. Now everybody on that stage is for crazy shit, but Joe Johannes and Bernie Sanders are for the super crazy shit. Open borders, free healthcare, Don't worry about it, American public. Kickback. The government will take care of everything. We got you. From the cradle to the grave. We got you. AKA total control. But it was obviously them versus the crazies. But Elizabeth Warren said something that I've never heard before. Of course, the topic of race comes up, because this is fucking America 1942. So they're talking about race, and she said, this president engages in socioeconomic racism, justice system racism, and the one I've never heard, healthcare racism. What the fuck is healthcare racism? That was a first for me. What is that? I've had health insurance for years. I've been to the doctor, all that kind of shit. I never felt racism. Does it feel a certain way? They give you a little chart for how much pain are you in? And they got the faces. It's like, and it gets worse. The worse pain, the more painful the little face looks. So do they have like a racism face chart? Like, how much racism do you feel? They should have it by the year. 1900, 1910, 1920, all the way up to 2019. Like, what does that mean? What is healthcare racism? And not to be outdone, Booty Gauge said that, and again, calm down, G Mafia. Calm down, gay mafia. I'm not calling him Booty Gauge because he's gay. I'm calling him Booty Gauge because his last name is too fucking complicated to say, and it looks like Booty Gauge. Anyway, he said that in America with the healthcare system, if you're a person of color, your pain will be taken less seriously. What? What? Have you ever been in an emergency room and see them flying down the hallway with the gurney? Watch out! We got a white person on the gurney. Their pain is taken more seriously than your black ass. Out of the way. What? What does that fucking mean? And how do you even prove that? If someone's racism is to the level that they don't take your pain as seriously in the hospital, you can't help that person. They're too far gone. You're not going to stop it. And how do you prove that? What is healthcare racism? And remember, Beto O'Rourke, I think he's still in the race too. That fool's been quiet as a church mouse. But he said, if I get elected, I'm going to sign a bill that will, I guess Sheila Jackson Lee has some stupid bullshit ass reparations bill so we can start the conversation. Stop. Oh my goodness. It's just the same shit. It was an echo chamber in there. It was a lot of parroting going on there. Rah, free healthcare. Rah, open borders. Like, that's all they said. But it was Bernie and Elizabeth's crazy ass versus the less crazies. And clearly, Elizabeth Warren, she came out on top. She was on her shit. She was tearing those fools apart. One person she didn't go after was Bernie Sanders. They left each other alone. But being the best in the 2020 Democratic candidate debate, that's a hell of a title, is like saying you got first place in a shit eating contest. Yeah, you won, but you had to eat a big bowl of shit. So really, you didn't win. And tonight is supposed to be round 2, part 2, with all the heavy hitters. Kamala the Ugandan nightmare, Biden is pervertus, Cory Assaulticus Booker. Hopefully he brings his girlfriend, Rosario Dawson. So yeah, tonight, I'm sure it'll be more of the same. We'll see if Biden has changed his tune, if he's toughened up. He said he's not going to be so kind this time around because Kamala, she got in that ass like a bike with no seat last time. You're a racist. You work hand in hand with racists, blah, blah. Racism, racism, racism. It's just the silliest, most stupid shit ever. Steady pushing this narrative that America is a racist country. How? And if it's so racist, how long has Bernie Sanders been in office? How long has Elizabeth Warren been in office? How long have all these people been in office? And if racism is such a problem, why haven't you done anything about it? How long does it fucking take? You're telling me when you get into office, you're going to handle it right away. So is it not that hard to handle? You guys just been asleep at the fucking wheel? Why haven't you handled this racism shit? Probably because it doesn't exist. And, of course, you know, a healthy portion of last night was Donald Trump, Trumpity, Trump, Trump, Trump. That's their number one goal. Fuck you, fuck policy. I did see one question in there about would they continue Trump's tariffs. It's all about Trump. That's what they want to do. They want to get Trump out of office. They need it quiet again. He's causing too many problems. He's making too much noise. They need it quiet. If you're doing something wrong and someone's making noise, they're drawing attention, they're drawing heat on what you're doing wrong. They can't have that. So job one is not to make you more prosperous, not to make your life easier, not to make you safer, but job one is to get Trump out of office by any means necessary. And of course, they brought up the children at the border. Joe Kahane said, I've been to the border. I've seen the detention centers. I've seen the children in cages. Well, you must have started going there in 2014 when Obama started that shit. Where were you then? I believe you were a senator in 2014. I believe Bernie Sanders was a senator in 2014. Where were you then? This is not new. Oh, he supports policies that rips families apart. Really? And this just started in 2016 when he took office, or technically January of 2017? Is that when it started? Fuck no, that's not when it started. It started 3 years before that, and you guys didn't say shit. So why are you saying it now? Because you want another term. That's why. They don't give a shit. Trump's the first one to give a shit. That's the problem to them. But they're just thinning the herd at this point. Nothing really serious is going on. The cannibalism will continue. Why can't we just cut the shit and get like 4 of them up there? There was like 15 people on stage last night. It's laughable. Tell me 5 names of people who were on stage last night. A bunch of fucking nobodies. But if you give them the reins, hey, all that wall we've been putting up, they're going to tear it right. I guarantee you they would. They tear that shit down because their power is on the other side. They can't leave their power on the other side. They need their power here, which means they're going to step on the necks of us foolish working stiffs, us dummies early to rise. Our dumbasses that work overnights, graveyards. No. You mean nothing. You're just a gear in the machine. That's it. This shit is sad, man. I posted a little video, I think maybe a minute long yesterday. I was out to dinner with a couple of my buddies I used to work with at the radio station. They had 9 TVs in there. One of them, of course, was set to CNN to show this shit show. And again, it was their friends. You had Donna Lamone, the greasy lip bitch, and 2 other people that worked for CNN. It was softball questions. They're your homies. You're not going to really grill them about anything. Man, that shit was sorry. And we got to watch, well, you guys don't. I'll watch it for you. I'll take that bullet for you. But I got to watch round 2 of this horse shit tonight. And of course, it will be more of the same. But like I said, I am interested to see how Biden, this pervertus, is going to respond this time. Now that he knows that his own people don't give a shit about him. Now that they know they will step over his carcass to get to the White House too. What the fuck? What is healthcare racism? Man, let me get my ass to work so I can pay for my racist healthcare. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.